Good sunny morning, Orlando. It's the week before Easter and super busy. I've stayed at Dockside for the last couple of days. Still a really good resort. It is super value though, and you're getting what you pay for. Well, maybe you get a little bit more than what you think you're gonna pay for. And then there's some folks that think that they should be getting way more than what they pay for. I mean, what this place is, comfortable beds, good shower, and bus transportation to the park. It's not the Hard Rock Hotel. You're not getting express passes. You're not getting luxury treatment. Although some folks act like they should be. There's just a ton of people here any given day. As usual, there's a ton of people going through security and people that seemingly had no idea how to go through security, like they've never gone through an airport or anywhere else in their life. And the moving walkway is not moving. Welcome to Universal Orlando. You can get your crazy Cinnabon breakfast. On CityWalk out of the big Coca-Cola tower, you can get breakfast sandwiches for $7.50. As noted previously, the legacy store that was on CityWalk, no longer here. This is being converted into a preview center for Epic Universe. So I'm going to do something I've never done before. They have breakfast both at Toothsome Chocolate Emporium as well as Hard Rock Cafe. I am going to try out the Hard Rock Cafe breakfast, although we were just here for dinner last night before Joe Satriani and Steve Vai show. They have breakfast today with the Easter Bunny. Let's see what it's all about. They've got big carrots at the door. That's how you know he's here. Oh my God. It's like Stone Cold Steve Austin making his appearance. We've got bunny decorations. Here's the breakfast items. You got eggs, danishes, fruit, home fries, bacon, pancakes. And then they have beverages here. Juice, water, coffee. This is what we're looking at for breakfast. The food is good in a typical like hotel buffet breakfast type of way. The Easter Bunny and Nirvana together again at last. There's a fire tanker shirt. I'm going to take advantage of it being quiet here and show you one thing that you may not have seen before, but this is actually one giant guitar outside. So you kind of go over this way, you have your knobs, you have your pickups. Here we have our fretboard. Your fretboard leads into your headstock over here. And these seats, all tuning pegs. I know once upon a time this was the world's biggest Hard Rock Cafe. I'm not sure if that's the case any longer. I will give you honest feedback. The breakfast here was definitely not worth the price tag. I think it was like normally like $27 for that breakfast buffet because of the Easter Bunny deal. Definitely not worth it price and quality wise. The Hard Rock Hotel on property does have an amazing breakfast buffet. Hard Rock Hotel has everything, including like an omelet station. Really fantastic. Even if you're staying in a different hotel, I would encourage you to get to CityWalk and take transportation or walk over to the Hard Rock Hotel. We're going to continue our journey and head into Islands of Adventure. And they implemented face scanning technology here, so you didn't need to use your finger to validate your ticket any longer. They did a few months ago. The lines are still rather large as the face scanners not entirely effective. And the adventure begins. By the way, that ridiculous Cinnabon breakfast that we saw outside, they serve inside the park as well, inside Islands. You have Cinnabon and Starbucks right next to each other. There goes the Hulk. Hulking up. Picking up a duck. Probably not what you're supposed to do, so the mama will not be very happy. The Fantastic Four Cafe. They have their character dinner at night. We did that again recently. I was talking to Paul from IOM Geek just the other day, and he mentioned about the X-Men 97 being out, and then saying like it's funny that there's no X-Men attractions in any of the parks, but here we have it. Storm Force Acceleration. the greatest teacup ride of all time. We're gonna defeat Magneto. We're gonna need the help of this very sophisticated, futurific computer system. This ride actually has an extended queue that I've never seen before. That's hilarious. There's some storyline art in the extended queue. Oh dear Lord, here we go. We have defeated Magneto.
You heard the professor.
It's the Incredible Bulk. We'll move our way further into Marvel Superhero Island. One thing that they used to do that they no longer do that I thought was super cool was the heroes would come out daily on quads, jump off the quads like during this little show, and then spring into action for photos. They don't do that anymore. They just kind of meander out. Look at this line to get into Spider-Man. It's all the way out here onto the street. There is an extended queue, but I'm not really sure why it's not being used. Behind this Doombot in the store, they do have some Roosevelt shirts for those that like those shirts. Heading into Toon Lagoon. Still a much underutilized area. Quick kids, name all of these characters. Popeye and Bluto's Bill's Rat Barges is operating again. It's been down for refurbishment for a while. You get absolutely drenched on this ride. It's the Olive. And it's features like that get you completely soaked on this ride. It's the Spinach Sinnet. And you can soak oncoming guests with these guns up here. Here we go. And you also have a really good view of Velocicoaster's top hat from here. Give you a size perspective. Now, right when you get to that top section, it's kind of like when you feel your life just leaving your body. And hey, downstairs in the boat, you got some spinach here that's operating the machinery, as well as a little kiddie play area. Look at the little boat. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. He hates these cans. So as we walk over this way, I heard folks asking one of the retail clerks if they have a map for the park. There are no more maps for Universal Parks. You have to download the app, use the app for any ride wait times, where the rides are, show times, things like that. Even get quick service meals. Paper is a thing of the past, at least here. When you come over to Kong, Skull Island, a couple updates. One, this ride still does not go outside, so it's been more than a year. It just, at nighttime, that was probably the best part of this ride because you have the fire effects and everything to see, but it just does the bypass tour inside. And we'll go through this one time. The other big thing of note is that this ride used to use 3D glasses, and now they have removed 3D as of a couple of weeks ago. That may be good news for some, bad news for others. 3D effects kind of really put things into size perspective when you were going through the tunnel portion of this ride. But between them removing the ability to ride outside and the 3D, as well as removing the scare actor since prior to COVID, they've really taken a lot away from this ride and this experience overall. Schools. This guy's not having a good day. goodbye, outside road.
This one will take us to the rendezvous.
Kong? Is that you? Oh, the ride froze. Oh, snap. Something kind of broke while we were on that ride, and the film went like Max Headroom-like. And now the ride is down for a delay. I honestly don't mind the removal of the 3D as someone who has worn glasses just about all my life. It's always a pain in the ass to put those 3D glasses over the top of my regular glasses. Having said that, the frame rate is a little wonky without the 3D. The Raptor encounter has a line outside. The park has really picked up busy-wise. Always the most random prizes here. Let's take a peek in the Discovery Center since we haven't been in here in a minute. Again, another underutilized segment of the park. Looks extremely cool, just like the movie, the original Jurassic Park movie. Oh, we got a baby dinosaur! It just burst out of the egg.
As eager as she might be to do so. But there you have it, folks. This is now Chit Chat, our newest baby velociraptor here in Jurassic Park. Now, my friend, you are going to go ahead and see Dr. Emmy right behind you. She's going to take it forward. We'll hang out for a little bit longer, of course.
There's some little activities down here for kids. And you can get an ID badge. Oh, it could be a genetic biologist, a handler, or operations. Got a big raptor here too. And you can exit out right into the queue for a Velocicoaster. Now we go straight from Jurassic Park into Hogsmeade. Frog Choir is back. Significant line for Butterbeer. Hagrid's is open and running. And so it was an hour and a half wait for Velocicoaster, an hour wait for Hagrid's. Just think if you're coming to visit, if you're one time only, those are the areas that take the longest to get through, and probably the areas that you would want to hit first before the lines get even bigger throughout the day. The Hallows Bayou Boutique opens up in another 10 minutes. We've been through there just about every trip though, so we're gonna skip waiting. And then pretty much for this entire Lost Continent section of the park, it's just dead space at this point except for stores and restaurants. Poseidon is just sitting dormant still. Incredible to look at for photos and everything still, but nothing shaking here. It is rumored that this would be converted to a Legend of Zelda area, but I would anticipate that would probably be like a 2026 type of deal. They got a lot of irons in the fire for 2025, and I don't think that this is one of them. We'll head into some Sneeches action, take the trolley around the park. Wise words. There it goes.
Now, Kate is for that. As everyone knows, too bad we don't happen to have some of those.
Circus McGurkus. They've got new menu items.
Does anyone's name here starting with V? Cat. That's right. I'm a cat. MNO.
It's essentially a people mover.
O is for opposite. North and south going Zaxes. Stubbornly stopped unbudged in their traxes.
The Lorax knows change starts with you, if you dare. It's just one tiny seed, but it's all we really need. Imagine Fayetteville flowered and trees. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It simply will not. Be kind to the trees. Be kind to our earth. Yes, you make the difference. Show our world what it's worth.
Circus McGurkus and their new items. a magic meatball cone, green eggs and ham chocolate cheesecake, and a caramel popcorn cupcake. This is what we're looking at in Circus McGurkus. There is the other Seuss trolley train, so they go down 2 different tracks. Our track did not include the Circus McGurkus part. And it is all mobile ordering in here, so you order on the app and tell them what table you're in, and lickety-blam, they bring you things. All right, so I got the green eggs and ham cheesecake and some water. What's going on with this fork? This is, for real, the smallest fork I've ever seen. And that's what it looks like on the inside. The cheesecake is it's actually really good. Well, that was good. And I do like the re-tinkering of the place. The food seems like good selections. But I do like that they've kind of made it into like a little minion-y type of a restaurant now. Meaning just order the items, they bring it to your table, and air conditioning.
You have to go places no others can get to. You have to get cold and you have to get wet too.
All right, Islands, we're gonna head on over to Studios, see what's shaking over there. I Need a Hero is blasting on CityWalk. I'm gonna throw a weird curveball out here, but who watching remembers Days of Our Lives using this song with Bo Brady and Patch in the 80s with Tony DiMera and Victor Kiriakis. All right, well, we've made it over to the Studios side of the park. It is still Mardi Gras with Easter 1 week away. As we start our spin around here, Scooby and Shaggy are out here in Mardi Gras outfits. Betty Boop is out here. Marilyn is out as well. Oh, right back at you. The monster face painting that Universal started about a month ago is due to stop being done. There's some new Frankie stuff in here. And some Chucky stuff that I have not seen. And the juice is loose. Marge, Homer, and Lisa out here. Dora the Explorer's out. Over by the crepe stand. It smells like Play-Doh. I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching can imagine in their head right now what Play-Doh smells like. But that's what it smells like right here. Puss in Boots and his girlfriend out here saying hello. And in the distance, it's DreamWorks Land. It looks pretty awesome. You can see a sign there for Gabby's Dollhouse and DreamWorks and Shrek's home. Train with Poe this summer. Here we go. ET is at 35 minutes. That's going to be a skip for me for now. Patrick Star is in here. Doc Brown is out here doing some experiments. Got experiments going on today.
Time travel with teleportation.
Oh,
I have to work out the kinks.
it's pretty heavy.
Sound like Marty McFly.
So we've talked before in prior videos about Simpsons Land going away. I do believe the Simpsons days are numbered here due to their ownership and contract with Fox, which is owned by Disney now. While it would be great if Back to the Future came back to this area, the rumors strongly suggest that this will be a Pokemon dedicated area, which is pretty awesome. It's not Ride the Movie is awesome, which is the former tagline for this park. Ooh, look at this hat. Bort is in luck. Getting back to the Future stuff, I do think that we're going to get an announcement shortly about a new parade coming to the park. The parade essentially will replace the old Superstar parade that ran here during the day and quite honestly was not very good. But the new parade would include classic Universal properties that have since been discarded, including Back to the Future, and more importantly also Ghostbusters. Speaking of Ghostbusters, I would believe that will likely be the first house that's announced for Halloween Horror Nights. 2024 is a very Ghostbuster-y type year. Ooh, Men in Black is delayed. But back to Ghostbusters. A lot of folks had seen an Ecto-1 en route to this area. I think some folks assuming it'd be tied to Halloween Horror Nights, and while that could be true, I think it's more realistically tied to being included in the new parade that is due to be announced. No word for Halloween Horror Nights if Nightmare Fuel will be back in this space. I hope that they change things up and bring something new. We'll head over into London and Diagon Alley. The bricks are shifting. Everyone has just stopped to wait for this guy to breathe fire. Pro tip, there's no blue flame in his mouth right now, so he's not about to glow. Instead, we'll cut around these guys and go to Nocturne Bellatrix. You can literally just stand still and people will walk right into you here. It's awesome. Nothing else really shaking in here other than the lion's share of people in this park gathered around. And onward to San Francisco. It's Bruce the Shark. Lots of rumors of Fast and Furious going away permanently. My understanding is that it's had a stay of life or stay of execution at this point because there's too many irons in the fire elsewhere. But I would expect this to close, at least partially, again for Halloween Horror Nights. And it's funny because this took over for the Beetlejuice show, and now that the Beetlejuice 2 trailer showed the other day, all of a sudden there's a lot of reminiscence and pain or missing of that show being here. I loved that show. We went to the last day, of course, but that was definitely a must-do every single time that we were in the parks. It's sad that Universal really doesn't have anything like that show existing anymore. More construction happening over here. Transformers heading into New York. There's actually a decent amount of people in the park here today. Maryland has her show going on right now. Before we get out of here, just take a peek over here again. For those that don't know, this was the former Ghostbusters firehouse here in the park. In the window, paranormal travel agent. We're gonna start to head out of studios. To give you an idea how busy it is, the other day I noted that VillainCon has been about 5 or 10 minute wait every day. And right now it's at 30, which I guess is not that terrible. All right, Universal. We're gonna get out of here. So on the way out, new to me, if you ride your bike over here to Universal, you can chain it up downstairs in section 100. But we are gonna head on out. I am sweating a little bit because I wore jeans and it's actually a little bit more toasty, at least more humid because it's gonna be storming out here in a little bit. Fun day walking around, getting on a couple of rides, checking out the updates. I'm sure we'll be back again at some point over the next few months. Realistically, we got like 3 or 4 more months before we start seeing some lighting fixtures and other things around the park for Halloween Horror Nights. But for now, we're leaving here. So thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great day. See you guys.